Hey everyone, this is if you're late or absent and you need an explanation of how to complete the outline. It can be a little bit confusing if you weren't here or if you weren't paying attention to me giving directions, so I will do this video to help you. First, you have to fill out this general outline on the first page. The only sections that you're filling out are those that have a dash and then the question. So you have to erase what the question is to replace it with your answer. Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3. For completing this outline, I do recommend that you have open both your evidence and analysis submission through Schoology, as well as your thesis statement. So if you need to go back to the research paper folder, you can find those here because you will be taking things that you put here and plugging it into your outline. So I'm going to make sure I have both of these open so that I can look at, let's say I'm Ibrahim, my submissions to complete the outline. So section 1, what topic goes in this section? Remember the 3 points that you wrote for your thesis? The first point would be here. So if I need a reminder of my thesis, if I'm Ibrahim, and I'm using my thesis here, his first point is that, let's see, there have not been good outlets for men to feel. So that would be what I would put in the first section. And then what topic goes in the second section of the paper? It would be the second point of your thesis. So I would go back, okay. They haven't been able to feel it. It can be concluded that the lack of good role models can obscure the path of youth. So you might want to summarize some of the points if you need to make it shorter. So maybe this can be summarized by the lack of good male role models. And I would put that as my second section. And whatever the third point is in his thesis would go here. And you can see I included leave this blank, and leave the intro blank because this is only the general outline on the first page, and we only want to nail what are your topics for the body paragraphs of your paper. Then we're going to scroll down and get into our detailed outline. You're going to see more information here, but like I said, a lot of this you've already completed and you will be just plugging in information. Your intro paragraph has the hook, body sentences, and thesis statement. You erase the blue words, write a hook here, make sure it's interesting, it grabs the audience's attention. I'm sure you're practiced with writing hooks, so I don't have to go over that too much. Maybe it's an interesting fact about your topic or a story about something regarding your topic, anything. Body sentences build up some interesting sentences about your topic to reel in the reader on what your paper is going to be about. It can be kind of a follow-up to your hook. And then boom, you're plugging in your thesis statement, which you can copy and paste from here. So I would copy this and paste it into my outline here. And then section 1, write the name of the section here. Again, it's that first thing in your thesis statement that you wrote here, okay? This is also that we can be organized. So it might feel like redundant or it might seem not, like why do I have to write this here if I have it up there? But it'll all really make sense when we're writing our rough draft. You'll be so thankful you have this flow because it'll be so much easier to write your rough draft. The first topic and the second topic for section 1. So remember that in your evidence and analysis sheet, you came up with 2 pieces of evidence per article that you found. So you have to look at this outline as if your first topic is regarding that first piece of evidence, and the second topic is regarding that second piece of evidence that you found from that resource. So that's how you can think of it. And you are plugging in those quotes, copying and pasting them from here. your first one to your outline. A little bit different with this one though, I want you to include a sentence starter to your quote, which I included in the directions here. So you're erasing this and you're starting it with, put that down there. According to, let's say the author's name is, I don't know, Dr. Humbert, quotes that I copied and pasted. And then his last name in parentheses. So I want you to make sure you're including a sentence starter as well as the quote and author's last name, which you don't have in this document. So you have to remember to include that sentence starter. Okay, let me undo what I just did there for the example. Bye, 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 bye. And then the reasoning, which is simply your analysis that you wrote here. So you would copy it and paste it here. Remember to avoid actually starting your analysis off with saying this quote. Remember, it shouldn't be that language. It should start with something like, this clearly demonstrates how, or this clearly shows that, okay? Now, something new is the claim. So this, you're going to have to write off the top of your head here. I do recommend maybe writing the claim for last. And that's why I'm telling you it third here, because it has to relate to the evidence and reasoning, and it has to be in one sentence, what are you trying to prove in this paragraph? So we have to practice writing a strong claim of what you're trying to prove. The rest of this is very formulaic, okay? It really is repetitive, but basically you are writing your paper. So again, second topic. You don't have to write anything here, by the way. You can leave second topic, first topic, first topic. You don't have to replace that with anything. The only thing you're replacing is the dash and whatever's here, erasing your claim, or erasing what I wrote, writing your claim, erasing this, copying and pasting your evidence with a sentence starter, erasing this, putting your analysis. And you keep going. So section 2 would be, I would scroll down, go to my next thing, boom, boom, analysis, analysis, and section 3, boom, boom, analysis, analysis. Of course, we have 4 to 5 sources that we found. So you're going to see that, there's only 3 sections and a total of 1, 2. Well, you're going to have more quotes than you might need. So this is why I wanted you to gather more so you can choose your strongest quotes, choose your strongest analysis so that you have more options to get this completed, if that makes sense. All right. If there are any questions, let me know and do your best.